All right, good morning, guys. We are going to do something a little different today. So no car work today. We're actually gonna go check out some cars. So we're going to a meet that's fairly local to me. I know it's cold, it's middle of winter, but believe it or not, people still show up. There were some pretty fancy cars out last weekend, I believe, even though there's snow on the ground. So I think it's a green light for this show. A few of my buddies are going to go, so I'm gonna meet up with them and we'll catch you there. All right, so we just made it here to a undisclosed area for a car meet. So I'm here with my two friends. And
what's going on, guys?
There's not a huge turnout. It's usually bigger than this, but there are some interesting cars, so we'll go around and show you guys what there is.
It has like 240 horsepower. The EVOs have like 300 horsepower. It's crazy.
The motor in that car is an Italian built. It's just
yeah.
power is insane. The handle's really good too.
Right.
I think it's only the second sword in the GT3. We should do on 191.2. I'm convinced that this thing's What is the fastest Tuesday?
Yeah.
It's just, I think, personally.
This is the slowest car here. 992 turbo S0 to 6.
Your 450 horsepower is faster.
Hell yeah. It's got nothing on the Camaro, man. Can't beat a pushrod V8.
I sold it to Utah
So this McLaren's rocking winter tires here, so
You know what's crazy?
clearly this guy uses it.
The rear actually has space in there. You know, it's so funny. Oh, such a cool car. The car just screams fun.
This is a homologation car, right? This is exactly what it is, yeah. So this thing's a Lancia Delta Integrale. So if you don't know about it, it's a all-wheel drive hatch that was, this is what they gave to the general public so that they could have enough units to run these in rally racing. And I mean, if you think about it, this car is a lot like an E30 M3, but you know, there's just so much more going for this car. Wouldn't you say that this, we were talking about how this car is cooler than an E30?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think these should be more valuable.
Yeah.
They're just smaller, lighter on their feet. They've got a lot more power being turbo. And then I'm pretty sure this is like the entry-level Integrale, but then they have like an Evo version and like
Right,
an Evo
that's
2,
like crazier looking, right?
which are really, really nuts.
Yeah.
They've got even like more like spoilers and stuff.
Yep.
They're a lot like more aggressive.
Yep. I mean,
It's like 80s.
you know,
It has the it's like so late 80s, early 90s. Projector headlamps,
yep.
bulging fenders.
I love the fender flares. Like, they just pop out so much.
What was the motor in this car? I know it's like an
I think it's got to be a 2-liter 4 because of homologation reasons. Because that's probably the standard at the time. It's either that or a 1600.
So this, like I know there's a bunch of different versions of this. This isn't like an Evo.
It's not an Evo. It's not an Evo HF.
Yeah.
We were just looking at the underneath of this Delta, and we noticed something interesting. So it almost seems like it has like a Hikes type style system, similar to a R32 GTR. I don't know what it does, but if you guys know, put it down in the comments. You can see right down there, it's got like a special arm in there. So it seems like it would change camber or something based on, you know, some lateral G or something like that. It's pretty interesting. So this here is Adrian's very own Camaro SS 1LE. This car is a ton of fun. We took it to Lime Rock for an autocross earlier in the summer.
Yeah, we did. It being like 3 months old, decided to drift the hell out of it. The rear tires are completely toast. They're slicks right now. Driving in this 30-degree weather is really scary, but it's a lot of fun. Keeps you on your toes. So the whole thing behind the Camaro SS 1LE, it's a standard SS, has the 450 horsepower, but it has all the suspension from the ZL1, the non-1LE version, has the magnetic ride, it has the E-diff, has an oil cooler for the diff, trans cooler, has a bunch of radiators from the ZL1, wheels and tires, 285s front, 305s rear, 10-inch front, 11 in the back. It's a complete monster, very underrated car, not too many people know about it.
Yeah.
And I got it for a huge discount.
Yeah.
I'm a huge BMW guy, and I wanted an M4 and M3, and I test drove this and never looked back.
Yeah.
Me, personally, I love BMWs. My cousin owns an M2. I have a lot of seat time in that car. And I thought the driving characteristics
M2, dude.
were great. The car is super tight and nimble. The Camaro SS 1LE somehow drives smaller than that car. I test drove a Supra. I like that car a lot. It felt special. The automatic made the car feel dull. And the car was just kind of too low.
Yeah.
And like artificially like stiff.
I think that's the biggest thing about that car. It's meant to make things feel good on the road, not
right.
And yeah, like you said, it's just artificial.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I test drove a Mustang GT for shits and giggles with a performance package. Still drove like a pickup truck in comparison to the 1LE.
Yep.
It was a fun car, but not my thing. And when I test drove this, I was kind of disappointed by the Super Mustang. I'm like, cars are cars. But then I test drove this and it felt special. It felt like a GT3 kind of in a way. It'll blow your mind away when you get behind the wheel.
Hands down.
One of these. Yeah.
Like when he got it, I wasn't crazy on the looks and stuff, but that's grown on me. I think it's a good looking car, especially in this color combination that he has. And when I got to, driving it is one thing. It's great. It's super fast, super confident on the road. But when you're in the passenger seat and someone's ripping it, it's honestly a little scary for the first time if you're not used to a fast car. So.
Show the interior?
Yeah, sure. All right, so going into this car, why don't you show them what there is?
So the car comes with Recaro seat standard 1LE package. They're really good and supportive, very comfortable too. Alcantara steering wheel, Alcantara shifter. My favorite thing about this car are the pedals and how good they feel. Like the fact that the brake pedal is so easy to modulate, has such big bite. But you don't go through the windshield when you press the brake, and you can easily heel and toe it. The gas pedal's nice and responsive. Clutch is nice and linear, easy to use. A beginner could jump in this and drive it.
Yeah, this is my first, rear-wheel drive, big horsepower car, and I felt right at home in here. It was not hard to drive. Even when we went to the autocross, Adrian let me take it out and take it for a spin, and I'd say within like 2 laps, I felt very comfortable with it.
Yeah. And it has so many traction control settings. You go into competitive mode and it has like a wet traction, dry erase, all this stuff.
Right. Yeah, it's a good sound.
Give it a rev?
Yeah, sure. That way, you think?
It's a crazy car though. Oh wow.
V12.
Oh, GT3 RS.
Nice. Ooh, 99. This is out too. God.
There wasn't as many cars as there usually is. That's probably because it's just winter, so only a select few come out. But it was fun to catch up with some friends, and it's right after the holidays, so it's nice to see a few friendly faces before we go into a quarantine again. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. If you guys know anything about that Delta Integrale, definitely leave a comment down below, because I'm very interested to know what that part is at the bottom. Maybe just nothing at all, and you know, I'm just being a noob about it, but I'm pretty sure that does something. So stay tuned until another video comes out, and we'll catch you on the next one.